Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how I make this little pill box. I originally went with this hinge idea and the latch, and I don't like it. I don't like this idea of the hinge and latch, so I'm going to take a different approach. But all in all, it's going to be this little pill box. I'm going to use $2 half, 2 quarters for this video. I'm going to start with punching out the centers of these $half. I'm using a 7/8 punch and the centering jig that I make to punch the hole out. Okay, now we got our 2 coins punched out. We're gonna use this to start the flare. We're gonna do one coin face up, 1 coin face down. Put it in the block like that. Put it in the press. We got the number 21 doming die. Make sure this is straight. Make sure it's straight in there. You know, you wanna switch to the next size down. Still with the number 21. Okay, the next step, after you've got them to this point, you're going to want to take a 1/2 round file. You want to get all that burr off. If you don't get that burr off, this coin will crack. The quarters don't crack so easy, but the $half will crack, and then you'll be out the coin. I'll come back when that's done. Okay. After you've got them nice and sanded down like that. Where is this focusing? You wanna heat them up till they're glowing red, and then you're gonna quench them right in the water. Glowing red. Now this next part is important to the fit of the quarter. You want to have a pair of these, and you want to get a measurement on the quarter. So now that you've got your size of your quarter, you just want to come to your ring stretching machine and take note of where that size falls. And it looks like we're in between 27 and 28. So when you start getting to there with that, when you're stretching the $half out, you'll want to start stopping and checking your fit with the quarter. Okay, so now once you start stretching this out, you want to make sure that every pump you give this a little turn, a little quarter turn. And when you're about halfway down, you want to stop and just double check to make sure no cracks are developing. And we look good. I'm going to continue on. If a crack starts to develop at this point, you can get the file and file out the crack, and it should stop it. Okay, let's come back. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. As I could tap that the rest of the way in, because we want a nice tight fit with this. And we still got to sand the quarter a little bit, so that's pretty good. See how it looks with this. You guys can see. Yes, so we're almost there. Yeah. So we'll sand that quarter a little bit. That should be just enough. If not, we can always adjust. Well, I wanted to show you this because I wasn't expecting it. But see, there's a failure. I lost that coin. It just popped. The crack wasn't even showing, so let me get another one ready and I'll be back. Okay, that was a quick remedy. What we're going to do now is I'm going to clean up the inside of this coin. Now, because of my fingers the way they are, I have this little jeweler's vise to hold these. When I make the coin rings, I use this thing to polish the inside of the coin. But I'm going to use this vise to hold the coin in place so I can clean up the inside. I clean it up on the inside with the Dremel just so we can get it ready for solder. Okay. So I just clean up the inside of the coin with the brass wire brush on that Dremel. I don't know if it's going to pick it up. See if I pick it up better that way. Anyways, it's nice and clean. Both of them are clean and ready. What you want to do to get your quarter ready, take a pair of pliers, and I just put duct tape over the ends so it doesn't scratch up the coin. And we're just going to sand the edges. And you don't necessarily have to take the reading off, but you want to get it nice and brassy colored. And that's how you want to get the edge just cleaned up nice. And you kind of dirt off of there. And you don't have to take the reading off. Matter of fact, it helps, it sticks a little better. You come back with the next. Okay. Now we're gonna do. See if I can get this in the picture. Perfect. I'm gonna take some flux. I'm going to put it on the inside of the coin here. Make sure you get it all the way around the edge, right to the outside. edge. And do the same things with the quarters. Get it all the way along the edge. Okay, now with a little soft piece of wood, what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock that quarter right down in place. So it fits nice, just like that. And we'll do the same with this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shape this piece of solder. Let me put it in there and I'll show you. You want to bring it to one edge just like that. I like to take one of these junk rings, and you're gonna set that up there on top of that, and just heat the bottom of this, and that solder will suck right into the that seam that you made. As soon as it liquefies, the flux will pull it all in. You can see it over there bubbling. And I'll do it to the next one. Alright, once you get those soldered up, cooled off, and lock them up in a vise like that. Don't go too hard with this, just enough to hold it. It won't leave any marks if you don't go too crazy. We're gonna center punch 2 little holes on the bottom on this side, one hole on this side, and then we're going to go around and do the opposite on the other side. So you're going to do 2 on that side and 1 on this side and the other side, and we'll drill the holes. Okay, now this is my idea for the new latch. Whether this is going to work out or not, I don't know. You won't even see this video if it doesn't work out. The side you drilled the 2 holes on, I'm going to take a piece of, this is a 1/2 inch by 3/8 copper, and I pounded it flat. I just cut it out of a piece of copper tubing. So we line that up with that side. I'm going to get the vice grips and grab that. Okay. With the piece of copper grabbed on the edge of the coin like that, we're gonna drill out those 2 holes with the through that copper. We'll do that with both sides. So next you're gonna insert 2 1/16 copper pieces of copper wire in through there where you drilled the holes, and you'll connect them And what we're going to do is solder that. Try to get it so you can see where I inserted the two wires. This way here, that'll make a nice solid connection. Okay, what we're going to do is hit this behind here with the flame and then put the solder on this side. It'll suck right in. Perfect. So you can see this one a little bit better. You leave those hanging out, you can trim them off afterwards. It's better to leave them out, that way you have a little spot to put the solder. You touch the solder to those little extensions and it sucks right in. I'll let you watch this one too. Perfect. Okay. Now we got these like this. I trimmed off those things. I didn't shave them or anything. I just hit them with some nippers just to take the excess off. Now, my reasoning behind this is to have this closed flush when they're together like this. So I knew this was going to be a little bit long. These tabs that we soldered in here were going to be a little bit long. So I'm going to take those down a little bit with the file until they fit back together. You see how you got a grimace mouth there. Take that down the sides. And okay, now we got what looked like a couple of little tombstones sticking up out of there. And they fit together nicely. They're not sticking up. The seam is closed up all the way around. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next. Okay, with the pieces together in the vise, with the holes, the single hole in the middle of the two holes on each side, we're going to take and drill. We're going to drill in and mark those little tombstones where we want to drill straight through. Okay. Now that you've started the little hole, we're going to drill those straight through. Okay, now that we've drilled the holes through on both of these, just like that, I'm going to take my cutoff wheel and work my way up to that hole diagonally. I'll show you with that one I'm done. Now we have something like that. I hope that's focused. Yeah, it's focusing. Here's the other one. So what we're gonna do is put a pin through that single hole and solder it. I'll set up for that. Come back. Alright. So I come up with this idea. I made this one about 6 or 7 months ago, back in August, and I've been twirling around ideas in my head how to get this to close, stay tight. And today at breakfast, it's funny where you get ideas from. Today at breakfast, my wife took a bite of my bagel, put it back down on the thing. We do that all the time, husband and wife. And the shape I saw, my fingers, hold on guys. The shape I saw when she put the bagel down was that. And I said, damn it. That's how I'm going to make this work. Let me put this. Bear with me, this is my fingers that don't work so well. There you go. Get the focus. It spun when I set it down hard. Alright. Put this back together. That was my stupidity. Slamming it down like that. And trust me, it's not the device. It's my hands. There we go. Okay. Let me clean this up. And I'll show you how it looks after. But that's it. Nice little sailing pillbox. Quarter turn latch was the eureka the whole time. Let me clean this up. Okay, it's buffed up a little bit. Still got some of that compound on there. I think I might put one more of those catches, maybe on the left or right here. But it does hold. And it takes some adjusting. That's a lot better than this thing that I had going. And this is definitely gonna work. It stays together like that, so. And maybe what I'll do is I'll put a couple of guides. Maybe I don't even have to put a latch, just a little guide on each side, so it don't slide side to side. And that's it. I used the Bicentennial. The top one. It's just compound on there. I like it. I like it when I did this. Just goes to show you never know where an idea is going to come from. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.